With water costs escalating and abstraction regulations easing thanks to the Water Act 2003, you can now extract up to 20 cubic metres of water a day without having to pay. Enough for a family and even enough to cope with the 150 cow dairy herd. Jackson Drilling has been operating as a specialist drilling company near Shepton Mallet since 1973. The first step is to have a prognosis carried out based on a hydrological survey which tells you how deep you have to drill before you hit water. They use a combination of prognosis results and what a diviner finds to establish where the best place to drill is. And although there's no science behind divining, in this case, the prognosis suggested water was at 40 to 45 metres, whereas the diviner reckoned 60 metres, which is in the region where they actually found it. The prognosis suggests how much water you will be able to extract per day. In this case, there's an 80% chance of obtaining 20 cubic metres and a 40% chance of getting 40 cubic metres. Drilling itself depends on what soil type you're on and the geology of the area. For example, we're on a clay here, so we haven't had to put casing all the way down the hole, only for the first 9 metres to prevent the top of the hole collapsing. If we were drilling into sand or unconsolidated material, we'd have to case the whole length we'd drilled or drill with a mud polymer to support the sides. Because of the conditions, in this case, the chosen drill was a Comacchio GO205, which drills to the prescribed depth using a mixture of air and water to bring the material to the surface. Typical borehole depths range from between 60 to 100 metres, but Jackson's has drilling rigs able to drill beyond this depth if necessary. Once the depth has been reached and they've found water, a basic way of seeing what the flow rate is without having to install a pump is to use air to get the water from the hole and time the recharge, which is what we're doing here. When this has been timed, the 200mm or 8-inch diameter borehole is lined with a well screen and casing, usually made of PVC. The screens have slots to allow the full water potential of the aquifer to seep through. These screens will be surrounded by a filter pack, which is topped off by bentonite, which swells, sets and closes the opening.